All right, so I've been lifting for over 10 years, and I accidentally recently found the best appetite suppressant in my experience. Obviously, I've tried things like intermittent fasting, caffeine, obviously making sure I'm very hydrated all the time, etc. And while those can work in moderation, like what I've discovered accidentally has been a true revelation. So basically, for Lent, I cut out ultra processed food, and I'll explain what that is in a second. But having done that, my appetite dropped from here to like much lower to a much more normal level. Because I love biscuits. Anyone who knows me knows I love biscuits. I can easily put down biscuits and ultra processed chocolate, etc. very easily. And I was having basically a pack of digestives almost every day because I was in the strength building phase. So I just didn't really care about being lean, and obviously I was just prioritizing strength over everything. But yeah, just to explain what ultra processed food is and why cutting it out will reduce your appetite. So, ultra processed food is food that has gone through multiple processing phases. It will have all sorts of ingredients that you won't find in a household or in a supermarket, all sorts of additives and preservatives, and they usually very palatable and highly calorie dense, but they don't really offer much nutritional value, if at all. But because they're so palatable, it's just very easy to overeat them. And because they're so highly calorific, it's so easy to like put down incredible amounts of calories in ultra processed foods if you're just snacking on them or if you're grazing on them throughout the day. So yeah, because they just don't offer much in the way of nutrition, I've cut them out. And I cut them out for Lent, and I'm hoping to just continue that. But yeah, a lot of people will ask, okay, what kind of snacks will you have if you cut out ultra processed food? So I've got a few in front of me here. So you've got blueberries, you've got grapes. These are things that I have pretty much every day. You've got medjool dates. These are delicious. You really like. If you haven't tried them, you need to try them. It's like nature's caramel. And then nut butters. So there are brands like Meridian, but there are many others that do 100% nut butter, or at least nut butter that is not ultra processed. So you've got peanut butter, and then I've got others as well. So both almond and cashew butter here too. And these are just a few of the things you can eat if you cut out ultra processed food. So yeah, if you want to reduce your appetite, if you want to maximize your health, and if you want to do that while still eating delicious food and snacks, then I highly recommend cutting out ultra processed food. And that's why I plan to retain that for as long as possible. Maybe on special occasions I'll indulge, but that's it.